Hello, we are live. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Punk Rock Libertarians podcast, episode 576. I'm Jared, the NAP nap enjoyer, and I'm here with Alex, the NASA fanboy and caucus chairman.
Yep, I'm a chairman of the fanboys, nerding out about fake space. It's fake and gay.
And I'm also here with James Babb, the Hezbollah-inspired Houthi wine mom resistance.
Yeah, I ran out of space, so that's it. That's, this is where we're at, right? It's basically Hezbollah, the Houthis, and the wine moms against the world. Like, we're at it.
Is Hezbollah still in the picture? Didn't they just
declare hell yeah.
Isn't there now a ceasefire between Lebanon and Israel? Did I hear that today?
A ceasefire with Israel. They always honor them, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, like, that's probably is the ink even dry? Like, that's not going to happen, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's. I think they just within a week of the Iran stoppage, they broke the peace treaty by attacking Lebanon and Hezbollah. So who knows? I don't know.
Was the peace treaty with them though? Well,
that was like a ceasefire agreement, and then of course, like Israel, and they can't bear a ceasefire. But anyways, more on that later. Probably we got other topics to discuss.
I mean, those negotiators are lucky they made it out alive. I mean,
right?
You really got to. If you say, "Oh, we're going to negotiate for peace," like Israel's going to kill you.
Right. Exactly. So, are you guys big Tarantino fans?
It's like life imitates art, imitates life. Like, where are we at in this loop?
So let's watch this infamous clip from Pulp Fiction and see if maybe there's some parallels in real life that we encounter, or let's see. Let's go back here.
What does Marcellus Wallace look like? What? What country you from? What? What ain't no country I ever heard of? They speak English and what? What? English, motherfucker! Do you speak it?
Yes. We're watching the whole thing.
Then you know what I'm saying. Describe what Marcellus Wallace looks like. What? Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time.
He's black.
Go on.
He's bald.
Does he look like a bitch?
What?
Does he look like a bitch?
No!
Then why you try to fuck him like a bitch, Brett?
He didn't.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did, Brett. You tried to fuck him. And Marcellus Wallace don't like to be fucked by anybody except Mrs. Wallace. You read the Bible, Brett?
Here we go.
Yes.
Oh, there's this passage I got memorized. So it fits this occasion. Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who in the name of charity
By the way, this is probably going to get our thing taken down.
Through the valley of darkness. For he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
I could see where someone could be inspired by that. Right?
That is inspiring, right? Well, let's see. There might be a U.S. politician who was very inspired by this.
Secretary of War giving at a prayer breakfast at a recent prayer breakfast at the Department of War.
It's the Pentagon prayer session. Let's drop it on
Pentagon prayer session.
Welcome with me the Secretary of War, the Honorable Mr. Hegseth.
Why is he honorable? Is he a judge?
What a beautiful sight every month. It is fitting and proper to be here with all of you, and I'm grateful that you are here. It's the whiplash of our lives, all of our lives. 15 minutes ago, I was talking about blockades with Admiral Cooper. And now we're going to study the Lord's Word. And may what we talk about, how we worship today, inform the remainder of our day and the remainder of our week and who we are and how we conduct ourselves, no matter what we're doing. And that's why I just wanted to share briefly this morning.
He's going to deliver on that.
What my devotion was from this morning, from this very morning. And you don't have to search for things that are meaningful because the Word is all chock full of truth. And this is not special in any particular way, but giving something else I was going to share today. It's Luke chapter 7, starts in verse 18. It's about messages from John the Baptist. So the disciples of John report.
Might have to skip ahead here.
Yeah, that was actual. But the fact that this is a once a month occurrence here at the Pentagon.
Aren't you glad that God has found his way into the nuclear arsenal and these freaking pedophiles that with their finger on the trigger have found Jesus?
Here we go. Here it is.
This prayer was recited by Sandy 1, which is one of the Sandys, to all Sandys, all those A-10 crews, prior to all CSAR missions, but especially this CSAR mission that happened in real time. They call it CSAR 2517. Which I think is meant to reflect Ezekiel 25:17. So the prayer is CSAR 25:17, and it reads, and pray with me, please. The path of the downed aviator is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who, in the name of camaraderie and duty, shepherd the lost through the valley of darkness, for he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to capture and destroy my brother.
Motherfucker.
And you will know my call sign is Sandy 1 when I lay my vengeance upon thee. And amen. So thank you for joining us this month.
Wow.
And now enjoy some coffee and cookies in the back. And
wow, pathetic.
Dude, this is
combat search and rescue for those not hip to the military acronyms.
But this is so 2026, isn't it? Like Secretary of War quotes Pulp Fiction,
right? Like praising the Bible,
right? Like on a fake Bible quote at a Pentagon at the Pentagon prayer breakfast or session or. Now, meanwhile, they're fighting these crazy religious people in Iran.
Right.
So
here's Otto.
Have you guys followed the and that's the thing, like I've just slowly kind of got back on the social medias this week. But so the downed F-15 pilot. So this is the rescue, correct? So They found this pilot. He apparently broke his leg or ankle or something, somehow climbed this mountain and was rescued. But here's the thing though.
Sure about that?
And I don't know, maybe you three, maybe the listeners could tell us otherwise.
Was this from like a week or two ago? This isn't a new thing, right?
No, it was a couple weeks ago, maybe 2-3 weeks ago, if my timeline's correct. But here's the thing. We haven't had any publicity from this administration. We haven't seen this pilot in the public eye, period. Right? Don't you think they would like capitalize on this, like to have an America fuck yeah moment? Maybe just like a visit at the hospital. Right. Maybe Trump visiting him at the.
Well, dude, he's too busy hanging out with the ghost of Kiev.
Right.
Like, you know what he could do?
It just seems hokey. It just doesn't seem real, right? Like I don't know.
What if he did a press release with Jessica Lynch, like a press conference together, right?
Yeah.
Remember how Remember how that backfired on them? That they did that fake rescue and it totally embarrassed them.
Yeah. So you wonder if they're not because of that, or this is just all fake to begin with. And it's just
there's a lot of levels of fakeness that I heard of that really just make you go like, what the hell's going on? number one, like the guy was like a colonel or something. His rank was a little higher than it would be normally for this kind of mission.
Yeah.
All of these crazy number of vehicles were involved, like gigantic cargo planes and all of this stuff, like crazy amounts of stuff. And they ended up finding this pilot like 100 miles away from where he allegedly crashed. And he was supposedly walked there in a day or something.
And but the CIA used some technology that used the electromagnetic field or somehow of his heartbeat, and that they released this information that they used some tech that pinpointed this pilot's
they
exact
can't do
location.
That. That's some kind
of. It just seemed like
we talked about that a little bit last week.
So I think this whole story is just fake and gay.
Well, one of the theories that I heard, I mean, who knows, right, is that they were going to try to go seize the enriched uranium, and that's what all this mission was for. And then they sort of pivoted to do this rescue mission with all of this stuff they had, and they ended up completely botching the seizure, getting the mission to get all the enriched uranium completely failed. They lost all those vehicles. I'm surprised more people didn't get killed. For all we know, they did get killed. We just don't know. How do you lose all those vehicles and not get somebody killed?
There's a couple.
It was so sketch. It's insane.
They said like billions of dollars in vehicles, right?
Yeah. Does everybody have a parachute and bails out at the right time? Yeah. It's hard to believe.
Not a single bullet like penetrated and hit someone in a major artery or nothing like that.
Well, let's, hats off to Hezbollah, the Houthis, who the Iranians for, defending their homes.
Yeah, the whole thing seems pretty fake, and just the fact they wouldn't capitalize on that. Like, here's our down hero who was rescued, and I don't know. Maybe those stories don't do well anymore. Maybe, but the fact that we haven't
they would do that. They don't want to
do that in
questions.
either case, though, right?
They don't want to answer questions afterwards. Why was he 100 miles away? Why did you have $500 billion worth of equipment? Why did you, they don't want to hear anything like that. Let's just shut up and move on.
Yeah. I think, just move on to the next thing, the next current thing. Yeah. Don't question. Don't.
Yeah. Think. Why has no one brought this up? Like, how come we haven't talked to this pilot, seen him, heard about his condition? We vaguely heard about some type of weird rescue, but we never heard any of the details. At least I did.
This is yesterday's news. We're on to
that's true.
Trump Jesus meme now. Okay.
We're on to naval blockades of the.
He's a doctor, damn it! Don't disrespect Dr. Trump.
Dr. Trump healing the sick.
Mm-hmm. He's a doctor. Okay,
that's a slightly cropped version. Can you get full screen?
Yeah, get the full screen where they have the demons in the background. I mean, soldiers.
This is just the BBC one.
So look, they're demons in that picture, and then he edited it to that one, to the new one where it's soldiers in the background. This guy, not these demons.
Made it even more evil looking.
Yeah,
like seriously twisted. And then the bullshit about like, oh, I thought it was I'm supposed to be a doctor with the Red Cross, and I love the Red Cross, and like what?
Anybody who thought I was Jesus that's your fake news. That's ridiculous.
I'm really missing Biden, the clarity of President Biden.
I had this revelation today.
The clarity.
I was like, there's two type of old people. The ones that are like that, like you see in shows that are like walking around and like they're stumbling over each other and like they don't know where they are and they're lost. And then there's like the other old people with dementia who can be like, they're like, I knew that. Why are you saying that? I already did. And like they'll come up to you and just tell you something I already told you, and you're like, you already told us that. I know I said that. I'm just saying it twice. Like those type. That's Trump, and the other one's Biden. So it's like they're both old fuck dementia patients. Yeah. One's just like shitting his pants, and the other one's just like telling you a story I already told you 3 times, making things up, saying how great he is. Yeah. Like he's the type of guy who get lost in the grocery store and be like, I just got a little confused. That's all.
I mean, is this the best that the ruling class can offer us?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man.
I think they get off on it by seeing like what they can get away with. They're like, you know what? They love the kid sniffer. They went with that. Let's see if they'll take a pedophile that actually eats children. Like, and then it turns out, yep. like,
but I mean, how do
they're
you
just
go
gonna
from? And I'm not a fan of him, and he's just as bad as the rest. But like, how do you go from someone like Obama? Right? They trot out Obama, who's like this like well-spoken black dude, very charismatic,
He wasn't
seems like a
well-spoken.
smart guy.
Why does everyone keep saying he just did a white guy impersonation? He talked like
Exactly.
he did everything the empire wanted.
That's racist.
in a dignified way that people.
I'm just saying.
didn't have to. There was
Right.
no mean tweets. There was no like international.
And then you go from
incidents.
that, and then it's Trump, and then you go from Trump to Biden and back to. It's like, what happened? What happened? What happened to like the charisma? What happened to the?
All by design, because now we'll.
Well, maybe they'll pivot back to somebody like that. What do they have?
They
Who do
probably
they have
will, right?
planned? Who do they have planned for the
Yeah.
next one?
Yeah, who's the Democrat? I don't think it's going to be no, who's the
Governor?
governor of California?
California.
Gavin Newsom.
Gavin
Newsom. I don't think it's going to be Newsom. I
He's
think
got
that's, like,
good hair, but everybody
He's too-
already hates him.
He's too Patrick Bateman-esque. I don't think it works.
Come on, bud. Come on, bud. Anyway, never mind. That's a terrible impersonation. Never mind. But yeah, so who do the Democrats have out there that they're going to sweep? They're
you know
going
what
to
we
win the
should do?
midterm.
Well,
Michelle,
Kamala.
I know how to figure this out. We take the leading Democrats and we just
AOC.
rank them by the amount of money they've received from AIPAC, and right, and that'll tell us the odds of who's going to get it, right? Like, who do they want to have win? Like, has anybody asked them?
Yeah, no one's asked BB yet, have they?
Maybe we just won't have an election.
Oh, Alex is doing this again.
No, but like we really don't, because we don't have a country anymore, because we've descended into chaos by
That's so 2024.
2020 or 2028. That's the next what year are we in? 2026. I mean, the midterms will kind of maybe if they I think the pendulum's gonna swing back to fake and gay Democrats.
Oh yeah, it's going to be landslide slaughter. Don't say that. The LP might tweet us and say we have a horrible strategy.
Why is that?
Did you see that? They
Do we want to talk about
We'll talk about in the after hours, but we had an issue. Someone on the chat went after Dave Smith because Dave was like, the Republicans deserve to lose the election. Like, they deserve it for everything that they've done. They deserve it. Like, and it'd probably be the best thing. And the best scenario is to have Democrats in power. That would give the Republicans life, or someone to go after, because they don't have anything to stand on right now, to run on. Like, what does a Republican have to run on right now?
Wait, and people are very interested in Dave Smith's political opinions after he endorsed Trump, and now he's the victim. Like, I mean, come on. What? Now we're going to care about who he wants to win, or like, it's just a little rich.
All right, so note to self: if I ever have Dave Smith on the show, James, you can take off a week.
Why?
Well, why? Oh yeah.
Should we bring up Dave's tweet though? Should we talk about that?
Let's do that in after hours.
After hours? All right.
Well,
save that one.
there's more pressing things on.
All right. What do we what do you want to talk about, Otto, instead?
I want to talk about what Eric has to say. Who are the good LP?
What's the LP?
He's actually probably asking that sincerely, but
Oh,
Dude.
sorry, Eric. Didn't mean
Eric,
laugh
you want
at
to
your
run because I
question.
trust you more than anyone else I know.
That would be
Eric for
pretty epic.
president.
Yeah, Eric for president.
I mean, if we
What's the
can't get
campaign
Vermin
slogan?
Supreme in there, I would go with Eric.
You're still stuck on Vermin,
Yeah.
huh?
But remember, the whole thing is we want to get somebody who's easily discardable, so they can then get behind JD Vance at the last minute, and for some kind of deal.
I just hope there won't be an election. That'd be the best thing. That'd just be
Alex,
the best.
weren't you the one that was saying there was not going to be an election?
Yes.
Yeah, but I
think we're all.
It's like
we're
this
just
time,
sick
I
of them
swear.
Like I would love it if they just stop with the pretense. Let's
Right.
stop pretending. Let's stop the kabuki theater. Just be like, look, Israel's in charge. Fucking deal with it, right? Like, let's just move on. Right?
Imagine someone ran on that, like the Libertarian candidate or like the Republican candidate, like, Israel's in charge. Deal with it.
Yeah.
2028.
Yeah, just abolish
Dude,
Congress.
we should run a
courts.
joke campaign that's just that.
I would. I'd be like, look, I encourage all illegal immigrants to vote for me. Just, Israel's in charge. I will do whatever they tell me to do, just like everybody that came before me.
Now let's
Like,
do
it'd
it
be
in
the most
terms of-
honest campaign.
Let's do it in terms of like a traditional MAGA. We're gonna cut government waste, right? And right now, Congress, the courts, and even the executive branch are all government waste, right? They all just pretend like they're doing stuff when we could just be like just having Bibi and the Israel lobby just direct the Pentagon directly, right? Like we could cut out all of these different
cut out
agencies.
the middleman, Congress.
They could decide what the taxes are. They could decide who goes to jail. They
What
could
children
decide foreign policy. They could decide who gets on Twitter. Like, just let them handle it all.
Yeah,
well.
ours about where we are.
And that
right
is
now.
that is our campaign.
How much? I mean, how much? I mean, you want to save?
Cut out
for
the
people that
middleman.
think- A lot of people remember. A lot of people think that if the government spends less, their taxes are going to go down.
Right.
I know, right? Fuck
only.
me.
Just an
But
idea.
yeah, so Donald Trump, he said something like he's just going after the Pope lately. He just keeps on. The interview I saw today, he was just. I don't know if he played it in the beginning part. I don't know if we even talked about it yet. But
No, we haven't.
But Donald Trump's been going on the Pope, and he just keeps going. Why don't you ask the Pope? Why don't you ask the Pope? Why don't you? It's like 17 seconds of him just going. You ask the Pope. Why don't you ask that of the Pope? Ask the Pope. Like he's just like after he said, "Oh, me and the Pope are good," and then he comes back and goes, "Huh, we're not good." Like he's a fucking dementia patient. Like Donald Trump's a fucking he's a dementia patient.
But what's in it for him to be tough with the Pope? Like, what? He's going to put an embargo on the Pope. I mean, he's going to blockade the Pope. He's going to tax the Pope.
It pleases his handlers, I guess.
I guess so.
I want to revisit an idea that I think maybe its time is becoming more important. Like we've talked about these like sanctuary cities, right? And like making non-aggression pacts, right? But why not have a state for people that are into politics? This, I'm just giving you a free idea. Make a state resolution, like with your state legislature, that says you want to make a non-aggression pact with Iran, China, etc., and just say, we are not at war with you. We want to have free trade with you. And to the extent that we can do it, we want to abolish all tariffs, all embargoes, anything that gets in the way of our honest friendship is no longer in effect in our state or city. Could be Baltimore, Philly, Pennsylvania, could be all of New Hampshire. Like, what would a state, like a legislature saying that, like, I think it would get some traction. It wouldn't pass, but I think it would, it would be like a shot across the bow of saying, like,
Maybe
well, what do you do? What comes next if we don't get our way?
You would have it would never pass, and B, you could the likelihood of finding anybody in this political landscape that have the balls to do anything like that, or to say anything like that, or to think that deeply, or to think along those lines, or like.
But imagine like a governor candidate, LP governor position.
Oh, okay. Like,
First thing I'm going to do is open up negotiations with Iran and China.
Well, then you're a terrorist.
Relationships.
Yeah,
You're an anti-American terrorist now.
Yeah.
Right. Hezbollah.
Don't you know they killed? Don't you know they kill their own people? So we shouldn't trade with their people that
You're like executing people and like
I think most people would intuitively say,
you want Iran to have nuclear weapons?
I don't want a war with. Who wants a war with China? Who wants a trade war with China? Nobody does. Nobody does. I think it would be pretty popular to even suggest that states could nullify these. I mean, I think arguably, within the statist paradigm of the Constitution, the states could easily make a case and say the feds have overstepped their bounds, and therefore the states have every right to step in and correct the situation. 10th Amendment, something. I don't know. Status.
Those amendments
Kyle.
work.
Yeah.
Kyle, come on. But somebody, like status.
How about
chime
that
in
piece
and
of
run with
paper?
that. Why
How's
not?
that working out?
But
I mean, I think there'd be an
how much-
appetite for it. I think some people are getting sick and tired, but
I mean, it'd be nice to have someone who's saying it that's not a communist, right? It'd be nice to have someone that isn't like doing one of these fucking no kings marches or whatever. Like it'd be or being Mamdani or whatever. Like it'd be nice to have a politician that's like front and center, that's like saying this kind of shit that people have to listen to, right?
Well, that's why it's up to libertarians to to step up there and try that.
I'm not going to do it, but someone should do it.
yeah,
Kyle,
I'm
do we know
good. I
any
got too
status?
much.
Maybe Alex will run for mayor.
I'm good,
dude. Mayor of Baltimore on saying, you know what? First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a trip to China and I'm going to meet with them and we're going to do a trade pact and do non-aggression pacts.
Is there like do we have a sister city in China?
Why not?
Hold on, we'll look up Baltimore sister city. Let's just say.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Baltimore sister city. Oh my god.
What?
Okay, not gonna work. Ashkelon, Israel.
Well, there's sister cities. There's sister cities in in multiple countries.
That's what you'd have to do to get the Pikesville vote.
So
here,
there's
if you're
one
running
called
for mayor in Baltimore.
There's one called Baltimore. Oh wait, Baltimore Zeeman. Baltimore Zeeman sister city. So
dude,
or Chow Man. I don't know how the fuck to say it. Chow Man.
Chow mein. Anyone got any chow mein? I'm starving.
Speaking of communists, you guys follow Jackson Hinkle?
A little bit, yeah.
Remember we showed that video of him addressing that like Houthi rally of 100,000 warriors.
Yeah, we need a libertarian doing that shit, right?
He is. I mean, he really has a great like daily like news rundown of the Iran war and the Zionist entity. If you want that perspective, like he's great. Like he's this young kid, but he's also a total communist. He did a video where he went to China to show how great communism is, and he like literally sat down with like Communist Party officials in like rural villages, and was like interviewing them. It was pretty interesting. But obviously, I don't agree with him being a communist. But
is he aware that they're barely communist?
He's young. Like some people are really smart in one area and completely retarded in another. Check him out for yourself. I just think he's really doing great work. Unfortunately, he's like a proud communist. He's not like a Dave Smith communist, like in the closet. He's like, he's proud of it.
Yeah,
right. An open communist.
There he goes.
I'll tell you why. But the thing is, like, his video is pretty convincing. He's touring around these like super advanced engineering sites and showing bridges and deluxe cities and all this stuff. And be like, see,
well, this shit falls apart.
I've heard it said like, so America is basically run by lawyers and China is run by engineers. And that's why they have like bridges and like all these cool structures and shit. Some of them collapse, yes, but they got a lot of them.
That landslide wasn't their fault.
But like what we have in this country is like fucking lawyers and shit, and that's who runs our country.
That's who's trying to build that bridge in Baltimore.
Right. Yeah, that's why that bridge is going to take like 30 years to get built.
They're still doing like environmental studies,
right?
And still doing like
studies.
I think there's a chance that bridge will never get built because we've tipped to the point where the bureaucracy will just consume the actual effort of bridge building. Like the high-speed rail in California. There's no amount of money you could spend to generate that because it's all absorbed. That just the bureaucracy grows.
Yeah.
And nobody's going to lay any track.
I think if there was more of an industrial base in this city, if it was maybe 15, 20, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, it would have been built already. But I think the fact that there's not that much industry anymore on that side of the city and the county on both sides, it's not a vital. It is, but it isn't. Like I just don't see that. I
feel like nobody
really uses the bridge.
Well, it serves a purpose because oversized loads at the time. You know, anything coming in and out of the port that's massive. There was a lot of industry. There used to be one of the largest steel mills on the East Coast. So I think like in America, Sparrows Point used to be located there.
What about the Domino Sugar Factory? Isn't that?
That's in the Inner Harbor. That's really nothing like, but that's what I mean. I just don't think there's maybe 20, 30 years ago, the industry might have, you know, pushed it to get it done quicker. But now I just don't think, and like Jared said, it's just lawyers. It's just bureaucracy. It's just being slowed down.
Right.
I mean,
So
it's
if you had to choose between like communist China ruled by engineers or ruled by lawyers and pedophiles here, like it's not. I like some will phrase that as capitalism versus communism, and I think that's completely wrong.
It's I mean they're barely communism. I mean,
and this is barely capitalist. So
right. it's all just a mishmash.
It's all authoritarianism.
Of, like,
it's like which flavor of authoritarianism is best, right? It's each one is best for somebody and murders someone else.
I mean, I guess I'd rather have stuff than no stuff, right? Like I'd rather have bridges. I'd rather have like roads that work that aren't filled with potholes. Like if I have to choose one or the other, I'd rather stuff. Think,
and at least you know what your social credit score is. You don't have to just wonder, you know, like when the cop looks it up on his Palantir app.
Yeah.
At least it's transparent, I guess. But yeah, to Jared's point, I'd rather have if I'm being extorted. You know, yesterday was April 15th, so I hope everybody pay it up. But
presumably, we all paid what we're supposed to pay. Presumably,
yes.
Right? We've
and
all filled out our
wonder how much
required.
Yeah, we've turned into.
I ended up owing again this year.
We've turned into a Vogan-esque bureaucracy. Yeah, it's just they're still demolishing parts of the bridge that are still been sitting there for 2 years.
I can't believe they didn't just let people just like cut it up for scrap like they would like the way they steal copper out of a construction site or right just let people at it, you know, like let a bunch of like meth heads with acetylene torches have their way with it.
You have to climb. I mean,
most of them would survive and you know,
possibly out over the water. Climbing up these structures, but I don't think it's being built. And the other aspect too, with the current political climate, we have a Fabian socialist backed by BlackRock, Soros, progressive, goofy Democrat governor, and then we have the complete opposite. You know, and you have Trump, and just they're doing anything and everything to go against the feds. That's going to backfire, but then they want to ask the feds for help in certain areas like building the bridge. So it's like, yeah, the levels of bureaucracy, the funding streams, the politics, the just unimpressive, goofy leaders on all levels. I don't think it's
gone eventually. So everyone knows that. So it's like, you know how like everything's going like everything's going back to the states. Like the states are nullifying all the stuff from the what is that called?
Like ICE,
CDC and stuff like that.
Yeah,
they're gonna go back to it. And once Wes Moore's in charge, he's the new, you know, that piece of shit. Once he becomes president, they'll all go back to being like, oh yeah, we support the supreme, you know, federal government. We don't care about the states.
I don't think
it doesn't matter. It only matters when they're in power. Like that's just how it's gonna go. It's just gonna bounce back and forth. We're the ones gonna be trapped in the middle.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like $9 for a pound of blueberries, non-organic.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Is that how much it's been costing us?
Yeah.
Check the grocery bill because we get blueberries like every week.
Yeah, it's expensive as shit.
Damn.
I bought one for $7, it's like half a pound at my local.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Costco, even getting a good deal.
Yeah.
Fucking sucks.
It's all
man.
sprayed with glyphosate.
Yeah, and that's the non organic.
What's that
The
stuff?
organic was $13.
doesn't Bill Gates spray something on the produce? Some kind
Yeah.
of
Semen.
ooh.
Glyphosate.
What is it?
It was
Male
something
milking?
else, something kind of like waxy
milk?
something.
Come grab
That
some
sounds kind of
blueberries from my
sexual,
backyard,
plant
bro.
based. So come grab some
I guess I
blueberries
could
from
grow
my
some- I guess
backyard,
we
bro.
could grow our own, right?
You could,
Strawberries.
except for all the damn squirrels and birds eat all my shit.
Yeah, I tried one year. It wasn't the birds just ate them all. You have to put net. You got to be very strategic with it.
Dude,
Probably have
I
to
don't have fucking
greenhouse.
time to be farmer auto.
Farmer Otto over here.
Yeah, but wait, hey, how many kids do you have?
3, and they're in school and they don't got time to be farming.
Make
farming.
child labor great again.
I mean, do
Put 'em to
they
work.
know how to like hunt in the wilderness for food, like berries and
No.
mushrooms and stuff?
No.
That's foraging.
They don't forage at all.
No. They barely go outside.
What are you kidding me? They don't forage at all?
Wow. Well,
What?
They can barely get off their damn iPads, finding food in the forest. Get the fuck out of here.
You mean to tell me your kids don't forage?
Your kids
at
don't
all?
forage at all?
Nope.
and I've got nice blueberry patches on the main compound.
Oh man.
Ugh, well,
Bring
I'm
us some
jealous.
back, dude. Harvest us some blueberries.
You got to come. You pick them as like basically you consume more calories harvesting them than you do consuming them. So
Right.
if you
good-
eat them
it's a good
as you
workout.
go, yeah, like if you eat them as you go, like you don't end up with any left over.
How do fucking bears survive on that shit?
They hibernate for a couple months.
Yeah,
They just
don't burn
eat
the enemy.
constantly.
Yeah, who does that? Never
Maybe
mind.
Otto should start picking some blueberries.
Yeah, get out there and pick some blueberries, Otto.
Send him up to Maine. A work. James will start like a work colony up at his compound. It'll be like the Heavyweights movie.
Here's your blueberry rake. Get to work.
Blueberry rake.
Oh man. What other?
What
clown
else
world shit's
happened?
going on?
What else we got going on this week? I was kind of like out of it a little bit, so we got.
I mean, I don't know.
It's just been dominated by like Pete Hegseth made up his own fake Bible quote.
Yeah, we played that earlier.
Yeah, we played that.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Well, he didn't make it up. He stole it from.
Yeah, he stole it.
Quentin
All right, yeah,
Tarantino.
you're right. You're right. I don't give him too much credit.
I mean, I think it's appropriate that Samuel L. Jackson would be inspiring the Secretary of War at his Pentagon church service. It just
Yeah,
totally makes
Tarantino
sense.
weighed
In
in on this?
2026, that's the kind of thing that just happens. And you
We're
just
in
be like, "Yep,
simulation.
of course it does.
I really used to cringe like when people were like, "This is like living in idiocracy." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, whatever." Now I'm like, "Yeah, this is kind of like idiocracy."
We're into the sequel of Idiocracy. I don't know
Mhm.
what it is, but like
It ain't good.
it's like somehow merges with Mad Max. Like
I mean,
this is where
this-
we're at.
Everything's more
Like
expensive.
this is even goes more towards the point I was making earlier, where it's like, I mean, at least under Obama, like I don't even know who these people were that were under him. Really, they were just doing their thing, like fucking us, but like they didn't make it known. They weren't doing all this weird, cringy shit. But now it's like, now I know everybody. Now I know Kash Patel. Now I know, well, formerly Dan Bongino. Like I don't want to know these people. I just want them to do their thing and just leave me alone.
Well,
But they don't.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I like
They
the
don't
way that
actually leave it alone.
I feel like the characters this season have a little more depth than the people like under the Biden season, where they were just a little bit flat.
Well, what
They
about
just-
what about like the trans
The
baggage
baggage
claim?
bandit.
Oh yeah.
That was a
See that
character.
dude. That dude brought flair to the role too. He did pretty good. Like, right? Like he's like, I'm gonna work it. I'm gonna make something of this role.
Or,
I'm not just gonna be in charge of nuclear materials for the world.
What about
I'm gonna steal
Buttigieg?
luggage and wear
Buttigieg.
dresses.
Oh, Mayor Butt Plug.
Yeah, Mayor
Yeah.
Butt Plug.
Dude, the best meme I saw about that, I'm breaking my rule about it's terrible to describe memes, but it was really hilarious. It who is the crazy bald trans person superimposed over Alex Jones is like, they don't want you to know this, but all the luggage at the airport is free and you can take whatever you want. It's so great.
Oh, man.
But anyway,
what is that originally from? That quote?
I don't know.
It's
I don't
from a
know.
movie.
Like, I don't want you to know this. I think it
from
might have been
a
a meme
movie.
making fun of Alex Jones, like someone like
no, it's from a movie. I'm pretty sure.
It started out with the
I'll
ducks
look
were
it up.
free at the park, and then it just kind of.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Oh yeah, what is that from?
Patrick, good to see you, dude. Oh wow, what else?
It's just like a copy pasta.
Hold on one second, guys.
But it is from an Alex Jones meme too. Everyone's gone except for me and Alex.
It's just us holding down the fort, Jared.
I'm still here.
Holding down the fort.
Let's see here. We have this video of Pete hitting someone with an axe like 8 years ago.
Oh, that's 8 years ago. Okay, I saw that. I'm like, what is that? I'm like, this is another thing. Like normally I would just dismiss it, be like, whatever, that's too crazy. But in 2026, I'm like, yeah, he probably did just throw an axe at a marching band.
Yeah, because I looked up the news story on it. I think it was from like a long time ago. But the let's just watch it, I guess, first. Start yapping about it.
I am here outside Fox News at the very spot where Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth threw an axe that hit a member of a marching band on live television.
With the axe, who's going to win this battle in the lumberjack?
Holy shit.
It was truly a historic moment and proof that we are living in the dumbest timeline.
Who's going to win?
That's not true.
Well, why would they have an axe throwing with like a?
That's not a real story. It's just superimposed.
No, it's a real story.
There's no way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask.
No.
Okay, so why? Okay,
I found the.
I'm gonna fact check you. Where's
here
Jamie?
it is.
I
This
need
is on
Jamie
the
to fact
Fox.
check.
This is on the Hill. Man sues Fox and Friends host after being struck by axe on set.
what
And did Pete Hegseth? Was it Pete Hegseth that did it?
Who designed?
Yeah, it says a man who was struck by an axe thrown by Fox and Friends co-host Pete Hegseth on the show set in 2015 is suing the host and the network over injuries he says he sustained in the incident.
Why would they sue him? Why wouldn't they sue Fox and whoever designed this set? So like, hey, we're gonna have a band behind this small backstop, and we're gonna have people throwing axes at this target. Like,
listen.
Who
No,
thought
this
this
is
was a good
totally.
idea?
This is total Pete Hegseth. Remember, he's not following those quaint conventions of war. Like in the revolutionary times, it was determined that you don't shoot the drummer. It was like a rule of like battle, right? Like he's just like on the field doing his drumming, like you don't shoot him, right? Like, of course, Pete Hegseth completely ignores these rules of engagement and takes out one of the drummers, like I guess instinctively.
I get that's a theory, I guess.
Let's watch it again.
This is the right way to throw an axe.
No, it is all right up.
And this was a Fox News exclusive. Fox and Friends co-host
Ooh,
Pete
look at him
Hegseth
wincing. He's
aiming
like,
for
"Oh, no,
accuracy
I just
and
threw an axe
missing.
at the
Who's
marching
going to win
band."
this battle with the lumberjacks? That's what's up next.
What you didn't see on air is what the axe hit, or should we say who? Drum roll, please.
This guy's lucky he didn't get this.
West Point marching band drummer Jeff Prosperi got hammered by the axe while the other band members kept drumming. Ouch. But
See,
soon after, Prosperi was
Like he's
being
lucky that thing wasn't rotating at just the right time to fucking get him.
Hit him between the eyes. And
Yeah.
I'm pissed at the other drummers that kept playing. Like, seriously, like, where's your camaraderie? Like, they just took out one of your dudes, right? Like, return fire. Like,
show
they
must
should have,
go
like,
on.
jumped him. They should have thrown their drums down and beat the shit out of Hegseth on the spot, right? Like, these are your, like, come on, guys. You're in marching band together. You know, you stick together. I was in
The
marching
whole setup
band.
is just
I feel for
absolutely
these
retarded,
guys.
dude.
Yeah.
Have you ever I've done axe throwing before,
I've
This
done
is not
that
a good
showing
setup.
and marching band before.
This is yeah, same. This is not a good setup here.
Yeah.
First
This
of all,
is
you
the
gotta
worst
have at
setup.
least like
there's no net, no nothing. Like
there's no net. There's like what happens if that thing bounces back? Like
No
you need at least
backstop.
like another like 10 feet up on that thing to make sure it doesn't like fucking bounce over the top. So stupid.
Well, it's a shame it didn't like just ricochet back and hit him between the eyes. That would have been some excellent morning programming.
Would have saved us a war, maybe.
Could have spared us.
nah, some other Israelite, would have been in
In an
there.
alternative timeline.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows what could have been the outcome? Wow.
You guys see that the
Not sending their
former
best.
Lieutenant Virginia governor,
Oh yeah,
He
the
was-
murder suicide.
he was the biggest anti-gun
with
person.
that?
There's like picture of him lecturing the gun rally like lecturing people with guns and trying to ban guns, and he fucking kills his wife and himself with a gun.
Oh shit! When did this happen? Where's the article?
Today?
Like, let me find.
Yesterday?
the article.
Today?
What? Former.
Yeah, former lieutenant governor. So he was like 2 administrations ago.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, because it used to be, what was that female Marine? She was running again against the CIA agent.
It sounds like a
Justin
story as old as time.
Fairfax and wife found dead. Let's see what this cop has to say here. This press conference. Holy shit! So that was
Governor Justin Fairfax shot and killed his wife inside of their home, and then shot and killed himself. There's been a divorce proceedings that have been ongoing.
They have
From
2
what I
teenage
understand,
kids, too.
at this early stage, former Lieutenant Governor Fairfax was recently served some paperwork associated with an upcoming court proceeding that apparently led to this incident last night. Both of their children, teenagers, the boys older than the girl, were in the house when it happened. It all kind of culminated last night when Justin Fairfax shot several times, and killed his wife, ran to a different part of the home, and then killed himself with the same firearm. It's high profile in nature. It's tragic.
So, do you guys know Mr. Guns and Gear on Twitter? He's a big follow.
Is he into guns?
Gun rights, yeah, gun rights guy. He's in Virginia. And he was like, yeah, Justin Fairfax called me an extremist after I peacefully handed out standard capacity magazines at the Virginia State Capitol building. And he goes, he literally pushed for red flag laws and high capacity magazines.
Irony.
Well,
I
he
also
didn't need
read
a
he
high
was-
capacity. He didn't need a high capacity magazine. All he needed was 2.
Right.
He said multiple times. They said he shot her multiple times.
Well,
Oh, okay.
we don't know how much multiple is, but I also read that he was accused of sexual assault, which kind of led to this whole downfall of his marriage.
Shocking, but it's always those people. Like, there's literally a picture of him like sticking his
Wait.
finger out, like yelling at the gun people walking around with guns during at the rally in Richmond a few years ago.
Yeah, of course.
So you're saying a prominent politician used violence, right? Like to get his against somebody else.
shocking, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel bad for her, but you were married to him, so that's. I'm not saying you deserved it.
Jesus.
I'm definitely not saying that. But this is more like a message to someone else who might be married to a violent politician or cop or soldier.
Oh,
just get out now, right? Like, just get out now, because this is that you could be next.
James is going hard in the paint, man. Like you're just definitely don't be a park ranger. Like no, like that's the worst thing you can be.
Oh, did I send
They
that
are-
story from? I think it was from last week. I think I sent it right at the end,
I
but
think you did.
there was a story where
Yeah, we didn't talk about it.
they're closing down, or they're not really closing it down, of course, but they're
No.
greatly diminishing the Forest Service, apparently, the National Forest Service.
Oh no, Babs, what are you gonna do?
Did you hear about this,
Well,
Bab?
see, the
Are you
sad thing,
traumatized?
I don't know the details, but the sad thing is whenever Trump is eliminating some government agency, you first want to cheer, but then it's always for some like even more evil purpose, right?
Yeah.
Like he wants to get us out of NATO. Like, great, yay, so he can attack Turkey with Israel. No, like it's always like doing the right thing for some horrible, awful, evil reason. So
Yeah,
he
please,
probably
can we
wants to
just-
get rid of the Forest Service, not for a good reason, but so he can, like, I don't know, sell the mining rights to his
That's
brother.
exactly what they said. They said Israel is trying to buy Israel.
Well, that's the
China
claim on this post, which is.
That's why I said they are saying. Who they is, I don't know.
Yeah,
his handlers.
I don't know
They
how
happen
true
to
that
wear-
is, but
They might
apparently-
wear little hats. I don't
apparently
know.
that's the concern here.
Sometimes those big hats, the final boss hats, the what are those, Jared? The big what are those called?
Hats.
But now,
hats.
see, the thing about it is, as soon as they do that, even talking about it has probably set the arsonists in motion, right? Oh, they don't think they need us. We'll show them.
Yeah.
Right.
It's so easy, right? It's so easy for them to, arsonists, like whatever their agenda is,
justify their existence.
Yeah, that
Who's
story,
going to maintain the trails?
that story flew very. I mean, it didn't. Yeah, well, I mean, there was barely to no coverage in this country, but what's going on in Argentina, in like Patagonia.
Yeah,
So what's
mysteriously
actually
the
going
forests are burning, and then now it's up for sale, and now it's a new Israeli colony.
Yeah,
What happened?
And
Why
caught,
would
like, they
Malay?
caught
Why would
Mossad
Malay
agents.
allow that?
There were people catching, like, they were like military, like Mossad. They looked Mossad or former IDF, and they're just like indiscriminately like burning parts of Patagonia. And it was just right after Malay signed the rights to those lands, or it wasn't like.
I forget.
How did it work? There was something in there that said like the only way that land could be purchased is if it's like burned, or if it was like happened to catch fire or a natural disaster.
Right,
They
and
shot
suddenly
up
it
them
like
Jewish space lasers.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, oh no! Now thousands and thousands of acres are burning, and now I don't know. Just saying. And yeah,
why would
Malay,
you don't think
such
you
a
don't think
libertarian.
Malay would do something to benefit the Zionists?
I mean,
like at the
he
expense of his own
converted.
country? Would he?
He converted, and he was a wall kisser. And
Did he convert?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was,
he's a wall.
it was like right before. He's like part of the.
No, he didn't convert yet. He says he's going to convert. Like he's like, oh, I'm definitely looking into
Right.
converting.
Last I heard, that's what it was. He said,
Yeah.
"I'm too busy being the president and stuff right now."
That's what he said. Yeah, but he went over there. He put on the yarmulke. He wailed to the wall. That the man's wailing.
I mean, he did more than that. He was. I mean,
Yeah,
he
was
got a
crying,
lot
like,
of funding from the same group that like Trump support. Was it what's the big group up in New York, or the big the tunnel people. the
Hasidic?
No, but they're some Shabbat Lubavitch. They're like that.
Oh, the Lubavitch?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Malay was heavily funded by them and backed by them for some, and because I guess like
they're not all Zionists though. I mean, they're just trying the Chabad. Yeah, like they have one in Eldersburg. My parents go there for like services sometimes. They're just like Orthodox people that try to like just like spread Judaism around, but it's not like Zionism strictly. I'm sure there are some Zionists in there, but I think that one's been a little twisted.
I'm posting a link about one of the fires in Patagonia.
Post the link.
It's in the chat there. It doesn't mean it's definitive or anything. It's just, a data point.
All right. This is coming from Al Jazeera. It says Chile arrests Israeli tourist for forest fire.
Right.
Prosecutor says traveler has acknowledged negligently allowing fire to start, burning 11,000 hectares of Patagonia Park. Okay. The traveler was Radam Singer, 23. So what, the conspiracy is this guy's working for Mossad and lighting it on fire?
Yep.
I guess that's the conspiracy. The narrative escalated when opposition activist posted online that the quote unquote Israelis were burning Patagonia. He's faced accusations of acting as an intermediary between Iran and Argentina officials.
Yeah, so the Milei administration is actively reshaping Argentina's land policies by seeking to loosen restrictions on foreign ownership of rural land to boost investment. Proposed reforms to aim to remove limits on private foreign land acquisition, shifting from the 2011 law restricting foreign ownership to 15% of rural land. So, so there's the Land Reform Act, Land Usage and Ownership. And then I guess it was, so there's a lot of land deals and they're looking for investments and development. And I think the stipulation was like, oh, well, if it's, this is protected land, but if there happens to be forest fires, we can redevelop this land. And all of a sudden there's massive forest fires. So, and foreign investments, and look who backed him, right? And you have a lot of foreigners moving to Argentina. There's some dots.
A lot of dots.
See, this, once again, if they followed like libertarian private property principles, they would not have been invaded this way or conquered, right? They allowed, instead of having private property rights over land, they had all these bullshit rules, and then the bullshit rules set them up to be acquired.
Well, it was years ago I saw this documentary, and I believe both of them have died. Who's it? And I don't know. Is it Patagonia is like fake and gay? They're all woke because you can go to their stores. They have the mental illness flags outside everywhere. But it was a documentary about how both the founders of North Face and Patagonia basically bought up like thousands of acres in Patagonia to preserve it. But I don't know if this falls into that land, and they
I remember that story.
Yeah, it was a really good documentary. It was called 180 Degrees South. I mean, it was just beautifully filmed. It was kind of like, and they were climbing the mountains in Patagonia, and there was a lot of like surfing and sailing, and it was just beautiful. It was beautifully done. It came out like, I don't know, maybe like 15, 20 years ago. But I just remember like they were buying it, but I think they both since have passed, and maybe that land, maybe that whatever funding mechanism or ever how that land trust, maybe I don't know, but they were buying up and preserving all parts of Patagonia. But
I've got another story on this topic, this time from the Jerusalem Post, from a retired Argentinian general.
Oh boy.
Which this is really
retired Argentinian general claims Israelis caused Patagonia wildfires and anti-Semitic conspiracy.
Everything's anti-Semitic.
But they literally caught Israeli tourists.
Were they jumping on top of a van and celebrating? Dancing, maybe?
Well, it's a false accusation that said 2 Israelis used an IDF grenade to cause a wildfire.
Who said grenades? Why would you say? No one said IDF grenades.
That's
what
they
did.
That's what this article is saying that he said. Which is like, why would you just use a match?
I know.
Let me throw a grenade that could possibly like shoot shrapnel back at me. And
I mean, maybe they were
a lot
just,
of attention.
Maybe they were just fucking around and like rednecks, and it like a fire broke out, right?
Yeah. Also, how the fuck does this guy know?
Yeah. What? Thank you, random general.
Yeah, was he there?
I don't know. What is his name? General Schwartz?
I don't know. This is all in fucking
Spanish. Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Who knows?
Anything's possible, I guess. Just chucking grenades into the Patagonia forest.
Hey, guys, I think we should give credit to Trump. I saw some of the gas prices around here are finally at like $3.99. I think we should just thank Trump for that because he lowered the gas prices.
Why are you talking about Epstein? Gas prices are at $3.99, bro.
Right,
dude. The Dow.
It's under 4.
It's over 550,000 or whatever.
Is it?
It's actually not back. It's at 48 now. 48.5.
That's an anti-Semitic conspiracy, Jared. I want to have you sing blood libel stuff like that.
I'm sorry.
Speaking of blood libel, let's go take this blood libel over to the after hours blood libel.
Let's crusade on over to the after hours.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I got a great story for the after hours that I will
all right.
regale.
Guys, I'm telling you, that $3, man, just it's cheaper than a gallon of gas.
That's right.
You get so
for the
much
price
more
of
than
less than a gallon of gas, you could get access to an hour's worth of this show.
Multiple hours.
4 hours
You get
worth.
a whole
of this
back
show.
catalog of hundreds of shows just sitting there waiting for you to listen to it.
Right.
All sorts of crazy stories and drunken debauchery, all waiting there for you. But you guys have to go over to our Patreon at patreon.com/punkrockliberatorians. Sign up for as little as, $3 a month. I was about to say $1. I was like, no, $1.
Nope.
$3 a month, and you get access to the whole back catalog of episodes, and we'll send you a live link to the episode we're going to record right after this, so you guys can get to be a part of the conversation again. And there's different tiers over there. Go check it on out. And there's other ways to donate to the show over at prlfans.com. We have t-shirts for sale over at libertariancountry.com. Use the code PRL for a 10% discount. Use the code PRL2 for a 20% discount when you spend $50 or more. So until next time, live free
or die.